In this video, I'm going to be showing you the steps that I take in order to give my client a medium taper, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how I approach this situation. Be sure to stick around to the end so that you do not miss the final results. Here I'm going in with the lever completely closed, and now I open up the lever a little bit, going up just about a full inch, just debulking some of that bulk right there in that tapered area, keeping in mind about where I want to stop at with this. So I'm starting at the top of the beard as well, going in with the lever completely open. Now I'm going in with the lever completely closed with my one guard setting in my next initial guideline. And as you can see, using a flick out motion, I don't want to set in so much of a harsh line. I just want to be able to set a transition point from the skin into the next step. And now I'm going in with the lever completely closed with the number 2 guard, and this will be the biggest guard that I use. And essentially, I want to debulk as much as possible here and take out as much of the bulk around the C-cup area as well as in the bulk over top of the ear, while still transitioning from the skin into the actual fro on top. And so now I'm just taking my time, slowly but surely, just making sure that everything comes together smooth, keeping in mind that I want to conserve some of the bulk. So now I'm dropping back down to the 1.5 here. And as I see still bulk at the top, I just want to maintain that just so that I can come back and play with it as I go along, so I don't have to take off too much in the beginning. Here I drop down to my 0.5 guard, and I'm attacking the line that I set in with the lever completely open with no guard at all. I'm attacking just that line and starting to blend up into where I left off with the 1 and work my way into the 2 and came back to the 1.5. So now I'm opening up the lever as I go up a little higher in the taper. I want to open up the lever to take off less. Now with no guard at all, I'm going back and taking out the first initial guideline that I set in, using the corner of the blade so that I can detail little dark spots that I couldn't get out initially with the 0.5 guard. I'm just taking my time and detailing, just trying to set this taper to the next level. Here I'm going in with the 1 guard and doing the same exact steps at the top of the beard that I set in with the first taper on the side. Now I'm dropping down to the 1.5 here, not necessarily needing a 2 guard, slowly but surely walking down as I increase the guards. But I'm going in with the true number, the true number length. So I'm going in with the lever completely closed. I don't see a need to open up the lever. So now I'm going in with the lever completely closed against the grain and with the grain just to smooth it out. Now I'm back to the 0.5 guard here at the very top. And now I'm just detailing the very top so that I can take out the line again that I set in with no guard at all, with the lever completely open. No guard here. On this side, I'm doing the same exact steps. I'm going in with the lever completely closed, again, setting in my first initial guideline, taking out a lot of the bulk, just so that I can get an understanding of where I'm working at. And I'm going in, scooping out again, because I can't necessarily see the actual guideline that I'm putting in unless I scoop out the rest of the bulk. You don't want to go up too high without seeing exactly how much you're taking off in true time. So now I'm going in with the 1 guard here, again, scooping out and taking out the bulk as I go up. I don't want to focus on the bulk at the top right here. I just want to now start concentrating on the blend and actually getting from the bald area into the actual style on top. And I can always go back and freehand the bulk that's over top of the taper with this texture. A good point is to always understand exactly where you start and where you're going to end off your fade or your taper, so that you have a window to work in and actually know exactly where not to cut and what to maintain, so that you can see the actual lines when you go to line it up. So now I'm maintaining the darkness in certain areas to make sure that the C-cup pops, and as I line up over the ear, that line also pops and defines the actual taper on the sides. lot of you guys are watching these videos without subscribing. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and help me to grow this channel by getting these videos into the algorithm so that more people can see these. You really want to take your time with tapers, and you want to be able to take your time with the beard especially, only because when you're doing a beard, I feel like it takes off a lot more easily. So as you do the beard, you use lighter pressure just to be able to slowly take off and gradually blend. You don't want to set hard lines into a beard because it's going to give you a hard time in general. For some reason, the hair is less forgiving, so you have to be able to use the heel of the blade and softly blend instead of digging into with the tip or the edge of the clipper blade or even the guard. You just want to be able to use the heel of the blade and ride off the shape of the face so that you can get a natural blend instead of digging in hard lines, because it's going to be extremely harder to take it out. Here in the back, I'm doing the same exact steps, but as you can see, I'm going in starting in where the hair is most dense, all the way across the nape line or the nape area, just so that I can get a full guideline. I want to go up enough to set in a full guideline, meaning I want to use the density that starts the most and fullest to set in my first initial guideline. I don't want to start too low or push this up too high, and I usually use the bottom of the ears as a reference point. As I mentioned earlier, you want to know exactly where you're going to start and stop your fade or your tapering. So as you can see here, I set in the first initial line, and now I'm setting in the last line. And in that last line, I'm just going to debulk the most of this taper area just so that I can get an idea of the workspace that I have to work in. And that guard being the number 2 guard at the very top. One and a half guard here, right up under the 2. Notice the way that I'm using that flick out motion to go from the actual shape of the head or the skin or the actual client's neck area and actually form the shape of the fro that I wanted to blend into the actual style on top. And the final step to this neck taper, I'm gonna go in with no guard at all, using the lever completely open and work my way closed as I go lower into the neck taper. But also I just wanna maintain a consistent flow with the corner of the blade or the edge of the blade just so that I can detail into smaller areas, essentially taking the blend to another level. Now I'm about to go in and prep the hairline to be lined up, so I'm knocking it down to a 1 guard here with the lever open, so essentially a 1.5 guard with the lever completely closed, about the same, and I'm just knocking it down to 1 guard left so that I can go in and prepare with the alcohol and the holding spray to lock everything in. that's drying, to be efficient, I want to go in and hit the mustache so that I can maintain my schedule and without rushing him, still be on time for my next client. And over time, you'll notice things that you can implement or take out of your routine so that you can maintain your consistent schedule and stay on time for the next client. And while still keeping the same good quality, you won't have to sacrifice a good haircut just so that you can rush and get to the next one. To set myself up in preparation for the lineup, I'm gonna go in with the trimmers and just debulk some of that bulk over top of the ear so that I can get a more defined line. This is also a way to be efficient because as I go in and set in this line, I won't have to go over it as many times just because it's already down to the true length that I need it to be, as well as in shaping it into the form that I need it as well, just so that it blends smoothly with the tapered areas. When doing the C-cut, my goal is to create a natural arch. So I'm starting at the bottom at the most dense and fullest area and start at the top of the C-cup as well, doing the same exact thing. And now I'm gonna meet my way in the middle and work around that arched shape. The reference point that I use for the vertical bar is usually towards the middle of the peak and the very end of the eyebrow is where I usually typically line it up. And as you'll notice, I'm not pushing it far because he still has potential right here. And so I'm gonna maintain this fullness as I line it up just so that it's actually symmetrical when I go to actually pull everything together. Starting in the middle here and I'm gonna work my way to the outsides. I go in with more holding spray here just to lock in the fibers, and now I'm gonna go back in and line everything back up and clean up the overspray. razor work, you just want to angle the razor at a 45-degree angle, stretch the skin with the opposite finger, and pull back to the natural line. When doing the beard, you just set in the first initial line and then pull the skin so that you stretch it enough just to get this shape, the rounded shape, and then just connect the lines. If you made it this far in this video, it's been a pleasure and I appreciate you for watching. This is the final results, and if you like this video, you learned anything, share it with a friend, family member, or fellow barber. Hit subscribe, turn on the bell. My name is Kel, and I'll catch you in the next one.